Welcome back, my friends, to the Psychic Next Door. First of all, I want to thank you all for your kind messages while we were going through Hurricane Milton. Our family is safe. However, there were many others that were not so lucky. I ask that you send your well wishes to those affected and add them in your prayers. All acts of kindness, regardless of how small or large, go a very long way to those suffering. I want to thank you all for sticking by my channel during this period. And especially those of you that have continued to watch, like, share, and subscribe, and even comment on my post. I am and will always be truly grateful for you. My goal today and always is to provide you clarity and peace through these spirit-driven messages. Remember, these readings aren't one-to-one, so if it doesn't resonate, just leave it behind. All right, for the month of October, I was able to complete the first 6 signs and post them. So here we are for the remaining 6. This reading is for my beautiful Scorpio friends. While it's the month of October, they are always timeless readings, and they can resonate at any given period for you. I was going to wait and share this when my readings begin for the month of November. However, how about a little spoiler alert? As a special thank you for watching and being so truly kind, I am going to do 2 giveaways for the month of November and 2 giveaways for the month of December. So stay tuned for those details. All right, my friends? All right, enough about all this. Let's get to reading, my beautiful Scorpion friends. I'd also like to add that I am going to be changing the format of my reading some. I've been getting some visions, and I don't know if it's a compilation of different types of readings that you may find familiar. I've never studied the readings. I just kind of do what Spirit tells me to do, and off we go. So it should be very interesting. Lots of changes and exciting things coming. So certainly stay tuned for all of that. All right, let's see what we have here for my Scorpion friends. All right. So I did want to share something with you guys as I draw your cards. When I was doing my meditation for you, Scorpio, I saw someone's eyes. And I believe this message is twofold, so I'm just going to put it there for you. I think some of you have been questioning your vision and perhaps wondering if you should get your eyes checked. And Spirit is showing me a thumbs up. Okay, so if you've been feeling that, just check them out. Perhaps your vision's changed or you need some glasses, etc. They're not providing me any additional info, but I just wanted to pass that on. And also, Spirit, as a twofold message, wanted me to let you guys know that someone has their eye on you. So, and it doesn't seem to be in a nefarious way. It seems to be in a lighthearted kind of, I have a crush on you way, which I was very pleased to feel and see. Again, general reading, not one-to-one. So take that for what it's worth. And if it pertains to you, drop me a line. I'd love to hear. All right, so the first cards we've drawn here, and this is kind of like the macro level of your reading. It's kind of like the overview, right? And then we'll draw clarifiers and see what comes up for you all. Speak your world into being. Find a balance. Nothing is yet set in stone, and take time to breathe out, okay? As I look at this card, they're showing me 60 plus, and that's usually like a timeline when they do that for me. So in the next 60 days, it's imperative you take time to breathe, okay? Some of you have really been working a bit too much. You're kind of overdoing it, overextending yourself, and excuse me, what you've been doing. And Spirit is showing me somebody in the car putting on brakes. It's time to put a brake on that, okay? It's time to give yourself a chance to breathe. Excuse me. They're showing me an arrow, okay, that this message correlates with this. Find a balance during this period. As you give yourself a break, you kind of need to look at your responsibilities and what you have into play. They're showing me the words burned out. Burnt out? Oh yeah, like you're burnt out. Okay. Like you're, and I apologize. I'm fighting a cold. So I do apologize if I have the sniffles or my voice kind of goes out a little bit. I'll do my best for you guys. Find a balance. And put these together. Okay, as those are really a large message that Spirit wants to bring your way. It's time to make some changes before we hit a brick wall, and that is not literal, okay? I don't see you guys hitting a brick wall, but you know what I mean. When you get to the point of exhaustion, then you get sick and all that, and you just, your immune system starts to break down. You can avoid that, okay? And for some of you, it's showing that it looks like they're showing me that this time of year, this kind of always happens to you. Maybe not every year, but it's showing me it's quite often that I'd say between like November and January and February, that like period of the holidays and just the overwhelming nature of responsibilities adding, and the holidays get added and all that happens. You kind of run yourself down. So if you kind of want to see a different result, my friends, in this part of the year, do things a little bit differently, okay? And it starts with you taking care of yourself a bit more. Let's draw some clarifiers to see what other messages Spirit has. They're also showing me that, and it's funny, this reading, my friends, is for October. But as always, it's a timeless reading. But they keep highlighting October, November, December. So it looks like this is kind of like a little wave, or maybe they're giving you kind of like a little glimpse of the rest of the year, which is kind of cool. And I love when they do this, because in addition to this message being for you, they pointed at me. And when they do that arrow message for me, it typically means two things. Share an antidote that I have a very close relation to in this situation. Okay? And two, that they're talking about me as well. So it's kind of cool. They kind of give me winks too. And actually, in thinking about it, this actually happens to me. It has the last few years where I just get so run down. There's like 3 weeks where I'm so sick. So let's do something a little different. I'll be taking some vitamins and kind of taking some time to myself to make sure maybe this just, I don't want it to happen this year. It's always such a battle, because then it puts you kind of behind on things you have to do, and doesn't set the best tone for the start of your year, right? All right, let's see what we have for clarifiers. Oh, I love this card. I mean, it is one of my favorite cards. Interesting, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, a lot of messages. Okay. All right. I see where we're going here. All right, my friends. Oh, okay. They want me to, okay. They want me to draw one more. It's a Chariot. Put them in here. All right. I think this message is loud and clear, so we'll leave that. And obviously, that will also most likely be incorporated into the details here. Speak your world into being, and nothing is yet set in stone. Spirit is sharing the phrase with me, you can have it all. Okay? And typically, when they give a phrase of that general nature, they're referring to love, money, the things that you hold dear, that you want in your life. Okay, maybe some of you don't want love, so maybe we just won't put that there. They're just showing me a little antidote there. But you get what I'm saying. The things you hold dear, the things that you want in your life, it's time to start getting on this. Some of you feel as though this isn't possible in your lives. Okay? And they want you to know that with these two cards in your reading, this is absolutely confirming that you can. So I love a good confirmation. For some of you, it's love, it's peace, it's happiness. For some of you, You just want a stable and you want a stable future in regards to finances. You want to take trips that you've never taken. You want money in your savings or more money in your savings. Okay. They're showing me the stock market, so perhaps some of you will start investing a bit more. It's actually showing me more educational wise, so perhaps some of you are going to be doing your own education on how to invest with a conservative approach, with a moderate approach, okay? Whatever you feel is best for your future, all right? And you're going to take those steps. I see a lot of education surrounding finances. So that's actually absolutely wonderful that you're taking these steps into plan your life. And now they're highlighting nothing is yet set in stone. For some of you, because you feel like you're not where you want to be in certain parts of your life, they want you to know that this is not how it's always going to be. This is not how it has to be. You can make that change. You can make those edits. And understand, it's just for some of you, it's just going to come into play with very small steps. Like I said, for some of you, that education. For some of you, you're going to put yourself out there again. Okay? They're also, in regards to the relationship aspect here, for those of you that are single or that you're looking, for some of you, you're looking for folks that have the same common interests as you. That's really your focus. That's really what you want. That kind of foundation. Spirit is sending you a little wink and wants you to know to perhaps do some research in this area of, I don't know if they're apps or websites, of groups where you can actually meet people that enjoy hiking. You can actually meet people that enjoy canoeing, that like sewing, everything and anything. There's groups for this out there that perhaps you don't even know about. So do a little bit of research here. It looks like research and education for you, my beautiful Scorpions, are going to be a big part of the next 90 days. Okay? For some of you, okay, and they're showing me someone digging a hole. You've kind of started digging yourself out of a hole, is how they're kind of showing me the vision. Perhaps you were in not so great of a relationship. Perhaps you had some issues with your finances and you're paying things off. You're moving yourself away from a relationship that really doesn't serve you and isn't in your best interest. So while you feel that the steps are small, and of course you want things to move along a lot quicker, you're going to get to where you want to go if you continue this path. You continue to add some education and research and then put it into action. All right? They're showing me a long and prosperous life. Okay? You have the ability to make this happen in your life. They're showing me a snapshot of a vision of you down the road, let's say 10 years, 20 years, and so on. Okay? And you're sitting there and you're looking back. And you're actually giving yourself props for the things that you did correctly so you can sit how you sit now in the future. I hope that will make sense, hopefully for some of you in the future. Some of you, and they're showing me the Chariot, are going guns blazing, okay? And what I mean by that is when you figure out the focus and the intent that you need to put behind the things of the stuff you have to take action, there's going to be no stopping you. Okay? This is you full speed ahead. And for many of you, it's funny, they're showing me, they're kind of highlighting the white and dark horse. Okay? They're showing me a yin and yang. Okay? They're also showing me a pie chart that went from, looks like it was like 80% work, 20% play. Things were things were off balance in your life, and now you're finding more of a balance. And in finding that balance, you're on your way to success. You're on your way to glory. Okay? Look, I'm not sure why they're bringing this up, but I share everything that Spirit gives me. Perhaps you were a little bit shady in your past life. Okay? Hey, I'm not trying to knock you guys. Spirit wants you guys to know that even if you weren't on the up and up, okay, even if you did things you weren't proud of, okay, come out of it, being a better person, learning from it, doing better. And some of you may even go on to mentor others from these mistakes that you've made. Some of that is incorporated in this next step you're going to be taking. Nothing is yet set in stone is coming up again. They want to highlight career, focus, and hobbies. Those are the words they gave me. You feel as though that the path that you're on, as far as work, balance, whatever you've got going on now, you feel like that's it. That's how it's going to be, throughout the rest of your life. They're saying it doesn't have to be. For some of you, you can really reach a true pinnacle in filling your cups by taking the not so great parts of your life and sharing with others on how you turned it around. Sometimes people just need someone else to guide them, to let them know, hey, I did this, but this is no longer me. Something beautiful is going to come of this, okay? So for those of you that kind of have that tinge, okay, about this, the feelings and whatnot, I'd explore this a bit further. In doing this, you're going to come to a bit of a crossroads in your life, okay? Because you thought things were already set for you, the path was already created. Now you're finding things to be a little, they're showing me the Tower card. Okay, even though we didn't draw it, they're showing me the Tower card. So there's a little bit of a shakeup in your life, but it's a good shakeup, right? You're like, well, why now? I've built my business, I've built my career, I'm doing pretty well. And now this shakeup is only there if you want it. But just know, if there's a little something missing in your life, okay? If there's a what if there's a regret that you really want to turn around and you really want to do some good, okay? And it's always kind of weighed on you and it's kind of stayed with you. There's a way to come out of this, all right? And rectify the wrong. It's going to be up to you, all right? You're going to see what's out there. You're kind of going to see a new door that opens for you. It's your decision whether you take that step or not, okay? Remember, my friends, new chapters, they open all the time, okay? And there's parts of your life where it's not a good time for you to even kind of consider something else. But they're showing me that for you, my Scorpion friends, in the next 90 days, that's not going to be the case. It's almost like the land shifts, if you will. The clutter removes itself, and you're able to think a little more clearly, and then this comes into play, okay? And then you're setting yourself up for success, in the potential relationship and finance of your life. So it's pretty incredible what's coming your way, all right? Let's go ahead and draw one final card, the Animal Oracle card. And let's see what final message Spirit has for you. Peacock, self-love. You will find great power in focusing on the positive aspects of yourself, that which makes you unique and beautiful. There are deep wells of untapped inner power in letting go of negative self-talk. You see, my friends, there are doors that can open for you. This doesn't have to be it, all right? You can unfold a beautiful new chapter if you wish. All right, my friends, until the month of November, we'll see you soon.